to nail those colours to a mast. If I said, go on then, tell me what they believed in. What do you think about that, Dave?
They were a mix, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they were quite libertarian in some ways and quite sort of dogmatic in other ways.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a mix musically, as politically, and everything.
Yeah.
That was what made them great, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, once you thought you got a fix on them, you know, like, that's what they stand for, they'd shift and move, you know. I mean, the thing, you know, I was driving up here in a car. We talked quite a long time about this with John Cooper Clarke, and Johnny was saying that about the politicisation of the Clash since Strummer's death, and how they kind of like moths to a flame, you know. The moment that the Clash said, yeah, we'll do that show in Victoria Park, and honestly, nobody saw that coming, I will tell you that. We didn't know it was going to turn out like that, you know, just sort of be a bit of a show, you know. And he got, with the moment that every fucker in London was on the phone, good luck to them, you know, they meant well, none more persistent than the mighty Vanessa Redgrave, I might add. On the phone down line, speak to the boys. Right, you know, trying to get people on her side. But the moment they thought people were just trying to, you know, tuck them into a pigeon, into a shoebox, they'd move and they'd shift, you know. And they would always help out and play kind of weird shows. But it was never predictable, really. And it certainly wasn't always led from the front by Joe. Joe, surprisingly, was not a tougher guy in band meetings as you might think he was. And somebody like Paul Simonon was a lot tougher and clear-headed and eloquent than you might think he was. Paul Simonon loved to give out that image of, what do you think, Paul? Fuck on, cunt. That was his standard response to most questions. And it meant no one hassled him, you know, and he quite liked that, really. So I would say they were always on the side of the good guys, but you'd be a clever man if you could second guess precisely what their political views were. I think in many ways they weren't out to just change the world, but as I said at the beginning, really, they were out to make it a more interesting place and to get us all to just think about what is this, question everything, as it, you know, as a drummer, isn't it? You know, fair point. Don't take it for granted. Think it out. Don't believe the bullshit you're being fed. May be true, might well not be true.
Did they have any idea